Hi, welcome to Builder Tip Tuesday, and as promised, I am going to talk about cabinets and how you need to start thinking about when you're designing your cabinets. At one of our houses right now, luckily, we have both paint and stain cabinets, so you'll be able to get a good idea of what the typical finish is going to be. Whenever you choose the wood for your cabinets, if you work with a good builder and you work with a good cabinet maker, they'll explain that there's different woods that go with different types of finishes. Whenever you do painted cabinets, you use a tighter grain wood. So a lot of times poplar and maple are two really good options, and they're usually the options that our cabinet guys suggest. As you can see here, we have some painted cabinets. The homeowners went with this beautiful gold to go with their ornamental gold countertops. They also have handles instead of finger pulls. A finger pull is a little indentation under the cabinet that allows you to use your fingers instead of grabbing a handle pull. A lot of times what you'll also see whenever you get these handles are little knobs versus the handles. So that is something that you'll want to talk to your builder about, or your designer or your cabinet maker. And then the reason that they choose the poplar or the maple to go with paint grade cabinets is because the tighter grain. So you can see how smooth this finish is, and how the color really pops, and that's because of the type of wood that they use. Whenever they use stain, that's when you get into the more diverse woods. One of the homes that we did used a knotty alder, which has these beautiful imperfections. It's a little more expensive because of how dense the wood is, but the knotty alder has some beautiful imperfections that are brought out whenever they use the stain. And then whenever you choose the stain, you will also be able to pick the color of stain, whether you want it to go really, really dark, or like these, you can see the grain here is really tight. Bring it down. These went with a beautiful, I want to say it was like an antique oak finish. So this color came out really well, especially between the paint and then the stain. And they also have the same pulls on their drawers, as you can see, as they do on their cabinets above. So this kitchen came together really well. It has the beautiful pop of color in the uppers, and then the lowers it has that beautiful antique oak finish that's brought together by their beautiful ornamental gold countertop. So this granite is what it's a level 1 granite. It's typical to a Shoreline Home Builders finish out. But going back to cabinets, whenever you choose the stain, what you'll also find is you can pick different types of woods depending on what type of texture you want to show through. Knotty alder, oak, red oak, white oak. It depends. But your builder and your cabinet designer will know with what type of design you want to go with, what to suggest. So it's just a couple of things that you want to think about whenever you're designing your cabinets. So hopefully this helped a little bit in explaining why you use different woods with the tighter grain to go with paint versus the more textured woods for a stain, because the paint you want to not have the grain, you want it to take in and have this smooth, beautiful finish, but you also want the quality of real wood versus MDF. And MDF, I had a question last week what MDF is. I like to throw out random terms, but MDF is like particle board, so it's not like a solid wood. That's what MDF is. So if you have any questions, feel free to message me on the Shoreline Home Builders Facebook page or leave a comment. If you enjoy these videos, just click subscribe. And next week we're going to stick with design elements. So if you have any design questions, leave them or send them to me. Otherwise, I'll see you next Tuesday. Thank you.